Bienvenidos a una de las calles más famosas del mundo, el callejón Diagon. Hemos mostrado unos sets asombrosos, pero creo que dejamos lo mejor para el final, porque estamos a punto de entrar y ser los primeros muggles en conocer la nueva tienda de Fred y George, Sortilegios Weasley. Impresionante, ¿verdad? ¿No les gustaría tener estas tiendas en Latinoamérica? Imagínense los regalos de Navidad.
Have you ever heard of this spell? Sectum Sempra?
No, I haven't. And if you had a shred of self-respect, you'd hand that book in.
Not bloody likely. He's top of the class. He's even better than you, Hermione. Slughorn thinks he's a genius. Oh.
I'd like to know whose that book was. Let's have a look, shall we?
No.
Why not?
The binding is fragile.
The binding is fragile.
Yeah.
Who's the Half-Blood Prince? Who? That's what it says right here. This book is property of the Half-Blood Prince.
You've been in these films since you were about 10 years old. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, has it been weird watching yourself growing up on film?
Yeah, it has been really strange. I think when we started, we never really, I don't think anyone thought kind of how long we'd be here for and how successful the films would be to the public. And I think it's been weird watching myself kind of, I don't generally look back at, I don't watch the films on a regular basis to look at myself, you know, grow up. But I think just knowing, kind of being around people who are growing up as well, you realise, oh God, I'm probably growing up loads too. And I think it's been nice to kind of have that experience of being here as well as growing up at school. You know, you've got the experience of having new friends here.
This is a big film for your character. Tell us why. Can you tell us about the story of the sixth film?
Yeah, obviously she becomes a lot more kind of outgoing in this one, and she becomes a lot more confident in what she's doing, and she's aware of what's going on with, you know, with Harry and, you know, all the matters that are going on between, you know, Voldemort and who's really out there, kind of threatening us, kind of as a magical world. But her character kind of grows in the sense that she's got the relationship between Harry, and I think that's something that she never thought would happen, but in the end does. And so I think it's just kind of her really kind of finding who she is and, you know, who she likes and just what's generally happening outside.
Did you have to do any stunts in this film?
Yeah, we had some. We had a lot of running in the reed scene, which we did for the night shoot. We kind of through these big swamps that they made and lots of water, and then we had the Quidditch, and there's a lot involved in that. We're kind of up on a broom being spun around and moved about, lots of wind flying at us. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun to do a bit more kind of movement in it all.
Okay, is Dave Delgado a big old puppy? Dog in real life? Or have you been keeping a safe distance?
Yeah, he obviously plays a really incredibly scary character as the giant werewolf, and I think when the audience see it, they will be kind of trembling in their seats. But no, he's a really nice guy, and he was a cage fighter before, so I'm sure he's kind of experienced a lot of violence already. But yeah, no, he's really nice.
Okay. Why do you think Harry is so worried about telling Ron about this feeling for Ginny?
Yeah, I think there's that idea that being best friends and then being interested in, you know, their younger sister is something that will never be a comfortable kind of idea, and they're best friends, and he doesn't want to keep anything from him, and he doesn't want to be doing anything behind his back. So I think when he finally finds out, Ron finds out and he's comfortable with it, I think he's just relieved that, you know, he's not going to kind of ruin his friendship, because he'd obviously never want that. So I think he's just a bit nervous and I guess embarrassed to tell him, but I think in the end he's quite relieved.
Okay, everybody in Latin America is waiting for this film for Half-Blood Prince. What can you tell them?
Well, there's a lot of things that happen. There's obviously a lot of humour of us all growing up, and there's just a lot of really light moments and, you know, fun moments to contrast with, you know, the obviously throughout all the films there's been, you know, the threat of Voldemort, and he's becoming even greater and more powerful. So I think the story really progresses in what's happening and really kind of builds a climax for the final film. And I think Harry learned so much, kind of allowing the audience to learn so much about Voldemort.
Open up, you. Don't you trust me?
Deb. Just get